You have to know who you are to be able to say no. The Holy Spirit led me, to go and study about this woman. She's also a queen. And I'm going to tell you her story. And you know why her story is so remarkable? Because it made me to realize the power of saying no. Hi guys. I learned something very remarkable today from studying my Bible. I want us to discuss this story together. The story that I read today from my Bible that have impacted my life so very well, and I want to share with you. So, are you ready to hear the story? Let's go. Have you been hearing about Queen Esther in the Bible? Yes, I know you have, because I have had a whole lot of story concerning Queen Esther, and how she saved her people when she was not even supposed to go to the presence of the king, but she did something very remarkable. She prayed, and God gave her favor in the eyes of the king, and she went to go and meet the king, and the king grant her request. But guess what? There is a story. There is a story about another woman that is so striking that I don't know why, preachers don't really talk about it. And the story of that woman is so very remarkable. I wonder why preachers don't really talk about her, but they pick only Queen Esther in Esther. There's a book called Esther in the Bible. They talk about Queen Esther, but they don't talk about this woman. And the Holy Spirit led me, to go and study about this woman. She's also a queen, and I'm going to tell you her story. And you know why her story is so remarkable? Because it made me to realize the power of saying no. And it made me know that you have to know who you are to be able to say no to some certain things. Even when you're faced with dying, situations that when you say no, you will face a very great, grievous consequences. But you know what? This woman went ahead and said no. And when she said no, she fixed the consequences. And at the end of the day, her name was recorded. But people don't like talking about her. And I want to believe the reason why people don't like talking about her is because of the patriarchal system that all of us grew up to or grew up to experience. And this patriarchal system was set up in her regime as a queen. Now, who am I talking about? I'm talking about Queen Vashti. Do you know about Queen Vashti? I know you will not. Or if you know about, you might not know it from the dimension I'm coming from. Now, let me tell you about Queen Vashti. Queen Vashti is a very beautiful woman who is pleased to look at.